Ahora sí. Inicio grabación. Una disculpa. Me va a morir. Ok, nos pasamos para acá. Y ahora sí. Ok. Ahora sí, esto es Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty HD Collection, parte 5 final. En el capítulo anterior nos quedamos en el final, la batalla final, pero no me acuerdo dónde. Tuvimos que cortar una cinemática, ¿no? Nos quedamos en una llamada de codec. Ahorita la vamos a tener que chutar, porque por tiempos me tuve que ir y ya no se pudo quedar. Entonces tocan muchas cinemáticas. Tenemos que estar ahorita arriba del Arsenal Gear, con Solidus, con Fortune, con
Are you
Ocelot.
awake yet, Jack? GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you.
Solid Snake.
I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son.
Pues aquí... ¿Por qué es tan difícil esta mamada? Sé que estoy inexperto, pero bueno, es difícil, pero... Espérate. Ay, hijo de la madre.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's
Se
not
pasa de
him
lanza.
I want the answers from.
Yo me acordaba, en algún lado había visto que
They were
Solidus
planning.
era el clon perfecto de Big Boss,
There is another way.
pero no me acuerdo de dónde saqué yo ese comentario.
Ames and the president.
Yo sabía que eran tres clones,
You and the boy
Liquid,
was selected
Solid
because
y
your
Solidus, ¿no?
relationship.
Pero ya ven que me
Do
mencionó
you know
Liquid
why
que
no
eran
bullet
8.
could hit you?
De los 8
It wasn't
infantes
magic.
terribles,
Or some new
solo
age
sobrevivieron
mumbo
2, que era
jumbo?
Liquid y Snake.
Certainly wasn't your
Y Solid
psychic
Snake.
talents.
Y aquí en el 2 nos revelan que Solidus es un tercero que sobrevivió. Pero yo no me acuerdo de joven de dónde saqué esa información de que Solidus era el clon perfecto. Brothers, esto ya lo vimos. Si quieren verlo, pasen al capítulo anterior en YouTube, Justin 24. Esto ya lo vimos. Ok, aquí nos quedamos. Aquí empieza una llamada de codequetera. Soltamos como costal. Posiblemente Solidus me patee el trasero muchas veces. Espero que no, pero es una posibilidad muy alta.
Federal Hall.
What are you laughing at?
Do you know what day it is today?
April 30th?
Bueno, que si nos damos cuenta,
That's right.
Solidus sería la primera vez que estamos viendo a Big Boss animado tal cual, ¿no? Porque el Big Boss de Metal Gear 1 es o sea, la cara está inspirada en un actor, ¿no? Es nomás la imagen del codec. El de Metal Gear 2 creo que es lo mismo. Está inspirado en un actor. Y la cara de Snake se basaba en otro actor y así, ¿no? Que supone que ya son todos igualitos, pero en ese entonces pues eran diferentes rostros. Y ahorita Snake tiene el rostro, su rostro característico del Solid 1, que era todo pixelado. Se supone que era el mismo rostro que el de Liquid y debe ser el mismo rostro que el de Solidus. Entonces, en Metal Gear Solid 2 es la primera vez que vemos a Snake detallado, su rostro como es. Que el rostro de Liquid debería ser el mismo, que es el mismo rostro de Solidus, y entonces es el rostro de Big Boss, porque Solidus es como que el más viejo. No sé por qué, la verdad, sea el más viejo, o por qué está tan canoso el güey. Pero
The data of life is
Más despacio,
transferred from
cerebrito.
parent to
¿Qué
child.
pasa, mi amor?
That's
Pero entonces, si
how it
Solidus
works.
es la viva imagen
But
de
we
Big
have
Boss,
no heirs,
sería
no
la primera vez
legacy.
que vimos a Big Boss.
We brothers are called
Digo
les
yo.
enfants terribles, cloned from our father, with the ability to reproduce conveniently.
¿Qué hay, su pinche madre, güey? Ya se viene el 3.
What
no
is our
mames.
legacy if we cannot pass the
Es un juego que le
torch?
tengo
Proof of our existence, a mark of
uno de
some
mis juegos
sort.
favoritos. Yo creo que de todo el mundo que conozca la saga. Pero
When
no
the
tengo
torch is
muchos
passed
recuerdos.
on
Me lo
from
pasé 2
parent
veces
to
nada más.
child,
Otra vez.
it extends beyond DNA.
Pero por ejemplo este que me lo paso
Information is
de...
imparted as well.
Le doy de arriba para abajo con los ojos cerrados, no. El otro, como es mundo semiabierto, la naturaleza, los bosques, puta, en stream yo siento que me voy a atorar demasiado.
The Patriots are trying to protect their power, their own
Pero
interests,
puta, se
by
viene el
controlling
3,
the
güey.
digital flow of information. I want my memory, my existence to remain.
Viene después el 4.
Of history, I will be remembered
Se
as
viene
an
el sueño de
exile.
Grelian verme jugar Metal
That
Gear
is my
Racing
legacy, my
con nuestro
mark
querido
in
Rubio
history.
Raiden siendo un ninja cyborg
But the Patriots would deny us even
al estilo de
that.
Bayonetta.
I will triumph over the Patriots and liberate us all.
Voy a destruir a los
And we
Lalelúlelo
will become
y seremos
the
los
sons
hijos
of
de la
liberty.
libertad. Y aquí es donde nos quedamos en el capítulo anterior.
Raiden, are you receiving? We're still here.
How's that possible? The AI was destroyed.
Ok, y ya descubrimos que nuestra querida novia Rose es real.
To
Nada
begin
más
with,
era
we're
un
not what
agente.
you'd call human. Over the
En el
past
capítulo
200
anterior decías que no
years,
sé
a
qué
kind
pedo
of
con esa vieja. O sea, sí
consciousness
existe, no
formed layer by
existe, qué
layer in
pedo.
the crucible of the White House.
O sea, la vieja sí existe.
It's not unlike the
Pero
way
era una
life
espía
started
que
in the
estaba
oceans
encargada de
4 billion years ago. The White House was
de
our
gustarnos, ¿no? De
primordial
que
soup, a
fue-
base of
su misión
evolution.
era ser nuestra pareja, enamorarnos y la chingada.
We
Bueno, de
are
Raiden.
formless. We are the very discipline and
Pero
morality
bueno,
that
lo que yo
Americans
entiendo es
invoke
que hay
so
ahorita
often.
dos Rose.
How can anyone hope
La
to
real,
eliminate
que es la que
us?
tienen secuestrada.
As long as this nation
Ahorita.
exists, so will we.
Y esta que va a hablar ahorita, que ya es parte de la inteligencia artificial de GW, ¿no?
Individual freedoms and censor
Que
the
por eso dice,
net.
entonces es real la vieja, no es real, qué pedo.
Don't be
O sea, esta madre, esa vieja,
Don't you
es
know
la
that
inteligencia
our
artificial
plans
ahorita.
have your
Ya no es la Rose
interests,
que
not ours
nos
in
lleva todo el
mind.
tiempo
What?
guardando el juego.
Jack, listen carefully, like a good boy.
Ok, si viene voladera de mente,
The
pongan
mapping of
atención.
the human genome was completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But there are things not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture,
Los
history.
memes.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on? Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current digitized world, trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness, never fading, always
O sea, pinche
accessible.
juego adelantado al
Rumors
tiempo. ¿Cómo
about
predijo
petty
lo que iba a
issues,
ser
misinterpretations,
todo lo de internet,
slander.
todo lo de ahora, ¿no?
All
Tanta
this
información
junk
basura que hay
data
en la
preserved in
red.
an unfiltered state,
Información,
growing at an
estupideces,
alarming
información
rate.
falsa,
It will
tonterías,
only
cosas sin
slow down
sentido y todo
social
se queda guardado
progress,
para siempre
reduce
en
the rate
internet.
of evolution.
Right. You seem to
Y
think
mucha
that our
gente,
plan is one of
incluyéndome, casi
censorship.
toda la gente
Are you
consume basura.
telling me it's not?
No,
You're being
información
silly.
innecesaria.
What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context.
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions spent on new weapons in order to humanely murder other humans.
Rights of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species. Everyone grows up being told the same thing.
Be nice to other people.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The untested truths, spun by different interests, continue to churn and accumulate in the sandbox of political correctness and value systems.
Everyone withdraws into their own small gated community, afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
The different cardinal truths
No
neither
dije nada.
clash nor mesh. No
Espero
one
que no
is
se haya oído.
invalidated, but nobody is right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The
Ah, soy
world
una
is
mierda de
being
persona.
engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics, unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the species.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's necessary and not?
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe and what
Y
to
esa
pass
parte me vuela la
on.
mente.
But is that
Yo voy a
even
decidir
your own
en qué
idea?
creer.
Or something
Seguro que
Snake
tú estás
told you.
decidiendo. ¿O fue porque Snake te
That's
metió
the
ideas?
proof of your incompetence right there.
madre.
You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
That's not true.
Que si nos
I
ponen,
have
bueno,
the right.
yo sí lo he pensado, me
Does
pongo a
something
analizar
like
y
a
realmente las
self
cosas que me
exist
gustan, las
inside
decisiones
of
que
you?
tomo, ¿vienen siendo
That
por
which
mi
you
decisión
call
propia o
self
es por toda la
serves as
influencia de
nothing more
cosas,
than a
factores
mask to cover
externos?
your own being.
In this
Eso es
era
general,
of
¿no?
ready-made
Pero está cabrón.
truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that it would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap.
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else tell you? All right then. Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best, and you got there all by yourself.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul searching?
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
Ironic that although self is something that you yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
It's not my fault. It's not your fault.
In denial, you simply resort to looking for another, more convenient truth in order to make yourself feel better.
Leaving behind in an instant the so-called truth you once embraced.
Should someone like that be able to decide what is truth?
Should someone like you even have the right to decide?
You've done nothing but abuse your freedom.
You don't deserve to be free.
Oye,
We're not the ones smothering the world. You are.
The individual is supposed to be weak, but far from powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
And the age of digitized communication has given even more power to the individual. Too much power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring out what is wanted and what needs to be done for that goal. All this you used to struggle with. Now we think for you.
We are your guardians, after all.
You want to control human thought, human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
Ocelot was not told the whole truth, to say the least.
We rule an entire nation. Of what interest would a single soldier, no matter how able, be to us?
The S3 plan does not stand for solid state
eso es lo que no me acordaba. ¿Qué
simulation.
significaba el S3
What it
realmente?
does stand for is selection for societal sanity.
Selección de la cordura de la sociedad.
The S3 is a system for controlling human will and consciousness. S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake. It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
Ok.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
Y toda esta conversación pasa
What you
mientras Solidus está ahí
experienced
parado esperando.
was the final test of its effectiveness.
That's crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said.
The Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy.
The objective of this exercise was to establish such a method. We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
We chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's crisis management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve this, it would be ready for any contingency. And now, we have our proof. Raiden, there are also reasons behind your selection. Solidus raised plenty of other child soldiers. Do you know why we chose you over them? It was because you were the only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All the others remember what they were and pay for it daily.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever you like, see only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
You refused to see me for what I was. I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught. You pretended to be understanding, to be a gentleman. You never made a conscious attempt to reach out to me. The only time you did was when I gave you no choice but to do so.
I was just trying not to.
What? Trying not to hurt me? Dear, the one you were trying not to hurt was yourself. Avoiding the truth under the guise of kindness is all that you did. It occurred to you to do nothing but look out for yourself. Even if you claim that it was for my sake, that feeling was nowhere to be seen. In the end, everything was for your sake. I was never part of the picture.
Exactly right. So you see, you're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect. This is why we chose you. You accepted the fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to. The exercise is a resounding success.
Didn't I tell you that GW was still incomplete? But not anymore, thanks to you.
Your persona, experiences, triumphs, and defeats are nothing but byproducts. The real objective was ensuring that we could generate and manipulate them. It's taken a lot of time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results. I think that's enough talk. It's time for the final exercise. Raiden, take Solidus down.
Think again. I'm through doing what I'm told.
Oh, really? Aren't you forgetting something?
If you die, my child dies.
The termination of vital signals from your
En vez de Olga,
body
me lleva la China.
means the death of Olga's child. Not to mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Rose, does she actually exist?
Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me.
Damn!
It will be a fight.
Pinche Raiden, si tú no sabes si existe, güey,
Solidus
¿cómo no
at
espera
least
que yo esté
wants you
confundido?
dead.
We will collect the necessary data from this last fight. Then we'll consider the
Está mal.
exercise closed. So, Jack
Jack
the
the
Ripper,
Ripper.
will it be Solidus, the Patriot's creation, or you, Solidus's creation? Our beloved monsters, enjoy yourselves.
Madre Shanta, nos va a dar una putiza a nuestro papi.
Jack,
Jack, call your
my
daddy.
son. My clone brothers and I are called monsters, replicates of evil genes. You are one of a kind, but still a monster, shaped by a dark and secret history. We need to decide which monstrosity will have the privilege of survival. By the way, Jack,
By the way.
I was the one who killed your parents.
¿Nani? Era necesario ese dato.
I claimed you for my own and raised you as a soldier in the army of the devil. I am your foster father and your worst enemy.
Why?
Because I needed to know whether we were really someone else's creation. We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him. Unless you kill me and face your past, Jack, you will never escape. You'll stay in the endless loop, your own double helix.
Okay.
It's time we were both free.
Y creo que este combate no hubiera sido diferente. O sea, si usáramos armas, no creo que hubieran sido efectivas.
But there are other traces. Inside you.
What?
The information is being carried by the nanomachines in your cerebral cortex and throughout the neural network they formed.
Ok, yo soy la herramienta para encontrar los Patriots. Las nanomáquinas dentro de mi cerebro. O de mi cuerpo, ya no sé dónde están.
Brace yourself.
Me van a dar una putiza. Güey, ¿es en serio?
What's wrong with you?
No me acuerdo cómo votarte, lo siento.
What's wrong with you?
Ese perro. Está mal. No me acuerdo. El Chaz, nunca te acuerdas, ya sé. No, pero dale el güey. Eso. ¿Quién está sangrando yo? Es que según yo me paro al lado de él para pegarle. ¡Dale, dale, ya! ¡Ah, me acabo! ¡Ah! ¡Ay! ¡Fuck! ¡Ta madre! ¡Dale! ¡Ay! Es que si estoy al lado de él, ¿por qué chingados no le da? Ya lo. Me va a dar. Ay, medio. Soy malo con las cosas. No, pero quítate, Jack. Hijo mío. No me gusta esta cámara. Muerto. Uy. No, no toques el fuego. Ay, a tu madre. Chinga tu madre. Yep. ¡Ay! ¡Venga tu madre! No me estabas dando uno, perro. Desgraciado. ¡Ay! Estás.
Let's go.
¡Ay! Ok. Segunda fase. Vamos.
This is where it gets interesting.
Ay, lo malo es que se me mata. Nah, tengo que poder. Me acordé que la vez que lo pasé en extremo, llegué a la batalla sin vida y sin raciones. Entonces no tiene que vencerme solo. ¿Qué quieren? Ahorita no, estoy chingando. Sí, no me acordaba, por eso me costó un chingo terminarlo en experto, ya me acordé.
Right, you have to beat Solidus. This is your last duty.
Ya sé.
Pawns in some simulation game, you know.
Yes, you are. You're nothing but mere weapons. No different from fighter jets or tanks.
What the?
The old model destroyed 4 years ago was Rex.
The new amphibious model is Ray.
Both of these are the same as the code names used by the U.S. Armed Forces to refer to Japanese warplanes during World War II.
Your code name, Raiden, too, comes from the Japanese Navy's name for one of its interceptors.
Stop it. I'm not a weapon.
Oh, really? Do you know the code name the U.S. Armed Forces used for the Japanese fighter Raiden?
It was Jack. Both of you are just weapons to be used and thrown away.
Just weapons to be used on the battlefield. Just pawns in a game. Exactly as you said.
And a weapon has no right to think for itself. Now, it's time to fulfill your purpose. Defeat Solidus.
Intentaré. ¡Ay, pinches distracciones culeras! ¡Uy! Por your daddy. ¡Me va a pegar! No, no hagas eso. No, me metes ahorita al fuego. Uy, la tomada. ¡Ay, no le di! Over here. La tomada. ¿Qué fue eso? Qué bueno. Me espanté. ¿Qué pasó? Ay, mi princesa. Ok, pinches sólidos. Ah, sí, la vez que lo platiné el juego. No va, en modo experto, llegué aquí con un toquecito de vida, entonces sí fue a intentarlo un chingo de veces, pero casi tuve que matarlo de no hit. Y ahorita no me acuerdo, la verdad. Como que me ganan, si puedes, no puedo. Mira, ese es el pedo, que se aleja el cabrón. ¡Ah, me acabo! Bueno, no, la estocada se me olvida. Puta estocada de miedo. Ay. Ahí vas, pero... Over here. Quítate, Jack, quítate. Luego cuando se levanta... Luego cuando se levanta con sus patitas me pega. Eso no lo quiero hacer. Ay, qué pedo, no vi qué chingas pasó ahí. ¡Va a caer! ¡No! ¡Ah, me quemó! Fuck, no quería usar la ración ahí. ¿Estocada? ¡Dale, hijo de tu puta madre! No mames, 4 espadazos para no darle ninguno, hijo de la verga, míralo. Míralo. Ya. Estocada. Estocada. Gracias. Ah, tu puta madre, Jack. Estocada. Estocada. Ahí está. Bueno, a la primera. No, mames. No sé por qué me estresa tanto. Bueno, ¿por qué me pongo tan nervioso? Caracapúa. Hemos vencido a nuestro padre. Oficialmente, Metal Gear Solid 2 es el juego que más veces he terminado en stream sin contar Crash Bandicoot. Llevo 2. Creo. Creo que es el segundo juego. No sé. ¿Va a caer en Washington? Las calles vacías, no hay nadie. ¿Cómo bajé del techo? No lo sé. ¿Y de dónde apareció esa placa de identificación que traigo en el cuello? Tampoco lo sé.
Who am I, really?
No one quite knows who or what they are.
Snake?
The memories you have and the role you were assigned are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter if they were real or not. That's never the point. There's no such thing in the world as absolute reality. Most of what they call real is actually fiction. What you think you see is only as real as your brain tells you it is.
Then, what am I supposed to believe in? What am I going to leave behind when I'm through?
We can tell other people about having faith. What we had faith in. What we found important enough to fight for. It's not whether you are right or wrong, but how much faith you are willing to have. That decides the future. The Patriots are a kind of ongoing fiction too, come to think of it. Listen, don't obsess over words so much. Find the meaning behind the words, then decide. You can find your own name. And your own future.
Decide for myself?
And whatever you choose will be you.
I don't know if I can.
I know you didn't have much in terms of choices this time. But everything you felt, thought about during this mission is yours. And what you decide to do with them is your choice.
You mean start over?
Yeah, a clean slate, a new name, new memories. Choose your own legacy. It's for you to decide. It's up to you.
It's up to you.
By the way,
Por cierto,
what is
¿qué es eso? Su placa de Chazz. Prácticamente aquí Raiden rompe su conexión con nosotros, el jugador.
Dog tags.
Chazz, México. Masculino, 10 del 24. Las trajo consigo todo el tiempo. Le introducimos esos datos al inicio del juego, pero Raiden no podía verlas hasta ahora.
Anyone you know?
Nuestros datos, ¿lo conoces?
No, never heard the name before.
Y ahí se deslinda totalmente
I'll
de
pick my
nosotros.
own name and my own life. I'll find something worth passing on. They taught me some good things too.
I know. We've inherited freedom from all those who fought for it. We all have the freedom to spread the word. Even me.
Snake, what about Olga's child?
Don't worry. I'll find him. Count on it. As long as you keep yourself alive, he's safe.
Do you know where Liquid went?
I put a transmitter on his ray.
Did he head for the Patriots?
Yeah, but I have a feeling they gave Ocelot a bogus location to begin with.
O sea, sí le puso un rastreador al rey. No mames.
Cheer up. We have a better lead. This contains the list of all the Patriots.
But Ocelot took it.
The one we gave you wasn't the real thing.
What?
This virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW, namely the information about the Patriot's identity. Which means that there's a parameter coded in here that defines what that information is.
I get it. Analyze the code and you can probably find out where they operate. Count me in.
No, you have things to do first. And people you need to talk to.
Rose.
Snake?
What's wrong?
Nothing. Can I ask you something? Who am I, really?
I wouldn't know. But we're going to find out together, aren't we?
Oh. Yeah.
See me for what I am, okay?
I know.
Do you remember this place?
Of course. This is where we first met. I remember now.
Hmm?
Today is the day I met you.
That's it.
Era el aniversario del día que se conocían.
I think I found something to pass along to the future.
What?
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah. The genes aren't the
Ah,
only
chinga.
thing you pass
¿Qué
on.
pedo?
There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up
Se
to
movió el
us
video un
to
poquito.
teach that to our children.
What kind of things?
About the environment, our ideas, our culture, poetry, compassion, sorrow, joy.
Todo lo que tenemos que
We'll tell them
transmitirle a nuestros
everything
hijos que no
together.
viene inscrito en el ADN.
Is that a proposal?
This is for your ears only.
Y así es como Jack se comprometió con Rose. El fin. Que por si se lo perdieron, Rose está embarazada. Cuando se le iba a decir a Raiden, pues la secuestraron los Patriots. Entonces, no sé por qué apareció aquí ahorita. Pero, this is the end.
I stare at the stars and the sky up above.
Nuestro hombre de la voz sexy, David Hayter.
What am I?
Quinton Flynn, en puta idea. Lo que nunca, bueno, me hubiera llamado más la atención sería que Liquid tuviera la misma voz de Snake. O sea, si Beat Boss tiene la voz y Snake tiene la misma voz, ¿por qué no Liquid y Solidus tendrían la misma voz? O sea, obviamente para diferenciarlos, ¿no? Pero bueno, hasta aquí queda el final de Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. Qué buen juego.
I can't say goodbye to yesterday, my friend. I keep holding on till the end. Out of the darkness, there is no other way than the light leading to
No se puede brincar. Me va a caer un tremendo copy por la canción. Pero cierto, vamos a ver los créditos porque hay un diálogo al final. La pregunta del millón se viene, la misma de siempre. ¿Qué hacemos ahora? ¿Qué juego juego ahora? ¿Voy a seguirme directo con el 3 o jugar otra cosa? I don't know. Que por cierto, hablando de Metal Gear Solid 3, tengo que platinar ese juego. Tengo como el 50% de los trofeos o algo así. Sobre todo me faltan coleccionables. Los pinches... Las ranitas que dan o no sé qué eran. Tienes que dispararle a todas las ranitas del juego. Son unos peluches. Ah, ¿ya vinieron?
Make
Ok.
time
Dije, ¿qué pedo? Está vibrando.
refuse to
Están poniendo la
fly.
ventana en mi casa.
I can't say goodbye to yesterday, my friend, 'cause I know
Creo que sí está sonando en el micrófono, ¿no?
it has been. Facing forever, here I stand, come what may. Bring the old, bring the new, yesterday. It's there that I'll find inner peace, not war, and dreams that I let slip away.
Creo que siempre que toca hacer construcción o algo en mi casa, yo estoy en stream.
I'm looking for
Entonces escuchan todos los madrassos.
in yesterday.
Los Policenauts. Juegos posteriores, Policenauts. Metal Gear, Torre de Babel. Y Son Offenders. Tema del final, no puedes decirle adiós al ayer. HD remasterizado por Viewpoint Games. Qué chavo aquí. No entiendo por qué. Director Hideo Kojima. No mames, de todos los pinches créditos, en serio. Snake, do you hear me?
Life isn't just about passing on your genes. We can leave behind much more than just DNA. Through speech, music, literature, and movies, what we've seen, heard, felt, anger, joy, and sorrow. These are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for. We need to pass the torch and let our children read our messy and sad history by its light. We have all the magic of the digital age to do that with. The human race will probably come to an end sometime, and new species may rule over this planet. Earth may not be forever, but we still have the responsibility to leave what traces of life we can. Building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing.
Metal Gear 2. Muy bien, ahora sí, final. Aunque me acuerdo que había
Snake,
otra.
you there? It's me. I've finished going over that disc.
Did you find the Patriots list?
Of course.
Of
It
course.
contains the personal data of 12 people. There was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
Mayor
What's
Zero.
going on around here?
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but
Todos están muertos.
they're already dead. All 12 of them.
When did it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
What the hell?
What the hell? Los Patriots llevan más de 100 años muertos. Tiempo de juego casi 11 horas. Guardado 12 veces, continué 15 veces, ok. Modo de alerta 27 veces. Personas asesinadas 85, ay, ya se me pasé de lanza. Raciones 45. Rango Mamut. Nuevo ítem adquirido. La cámara digital. No sé por qué en el Metal Gear 1 no me la dieron. Guardar. Por supuesto que sí. Ahora. O sea, no pudieron venir ayer que no iba a hacer stream. No, tenía que venir el día de hoy. Muy bueno. Nomás quiero ver si no hay archivos, porque no me acuerdo. Transferencia, las aventuras de Snake. No me digas que entré directo. Ah, ya me acordé cuáles son. Es misión A, B, C, D, E. Están chidas las misiones, pero complejillas. Las misiones son extras. $100% completado. Mira, me tomó completar el juego 17 horas. Me costó 7 horas y 2 horas para sacar todo. El modo de misiones me tomó 42 horas para el platino. O sea, para que Grelian se vaya haciendo una idea de lo que le espera. Aunque bueno, él es más... Él es más intuitivo que yo, entonces puede que... Para que le vaya mejor, más rápido, ¿eh? Pero sí, me costó demasiado. Especial. Lo que quiero ver si hay información. Historias previas. Ok. Álbum de fotos. Ay, no voy a ver. Ok. Digo, decir, no manches, va a ser todas mis perversiones. Doctor Viewer. Hay que cargar, ¿verdad? Para ver todas los emblemas que le quitamos. El Boss Survival, que es un boss rush. O sea, jefe tras jefe tras jefe, puta. Este tienes que pasarlo para... un arma como ha quemado. De mi compu. El boss rush es obligatorio para el platino. El casting theater está chingón. Son las cinemáticas del juego. Pero puedes cambiar, creo que personajes y así. Pues bueno, entonces hasta aquí queda Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, la parte final.